cleaning air ducts for over 20 years.
Okay.
We do things the right way.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. It's your favorite Kelly and Mark watching channel. I'd say it's a telecast. I don't really talk that much sometimes. Anyways, episode 41. We got Tom Holland from Spider-Man. The bad version, though. Comic Mikey Day. That's the guy from SNL. I wonder if he quit SNL, but he's hosting a show about all these TV shows. People are just going on doing these stupid little TikTok things or social media channels and making old TV shows. You know, maybe to go on like Instagram or TikTok, and if someone like is gonna like make a cake that looks like a shoebox, right, or like a Christmas tree, or maybe like a I don't even know, an air fryer, but it's really a cake. And now people are gonna want to spend a half an hour watching people guess if something's a cake. You know, maybe on like your little storyline for like 30 seconds is fine, but a whole half hour and like selling ad space, they're all fucking cakes. Pardon my language. So it's June 12th, Tom Holland, Mikey Day, and then that's it. So comment along if you want, or if something strikes your fancy, and you could like and subscribe or don't.
Cleaning your entire system. So if you need an air duct cleaning, call 1-800-STEAMER
Enjoy
today.
the show.
Disney and Pixar's Elemental, rated PG, only in theaters in 3D today.
It's live with Kelly and Mark. Today, from the crime drama The Crowded Room, Tom Holland. On out to the series is the cake, Mikey Day. Plus, your thoughts, your comments, direct from the inbox. All next on Lovely. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelo.
Okay, calm down. It's Monday, June 12th, 2023. June is flying by. I don't like it at all.
Slow down.
I feel like summer needs to go slower. Summer needs to behave like winter.
Well, it's not. It's going to get faster and faster and faster. I'm sorry to tell you that. You look groovy today. Look at you. We're like matching a little bit, or
Yeah, I feel very like church in the 80s.
yeah. Or you should be like sitting by the pool in Palm Springs
I should be, by the way.
with a long cigarette, a cigarette holder.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
A long fake cigarette.
Long fake
Yes.
cigarette.
A fake Virginia Slim 120.
Yes. You know the brand.
Yes, I mean, I am a specialist in all fake cigarettes. This, what you can't see, is a very long cigarette.
We had a great weekend. The smoke cleared a little bit. Yeah. The smoke cleared.
A little bit.
Yeah, it was nice.
It's still alarmingly hazy from my perspective.
Yeah.
I like to call it, there it is.
There it is.
I call it well, that looks smoky. Now that
Well,
looks
it's going to
smoky.
rain. It's going to rain today, right? Don't you think, Michael?
It will, but also the air's still pretty bad, just not as
Yeah.
It's not as bad because we got the air purifiers, Surge Clean Air, right?
Yeah,
Is that what it's
great.
called? Yeah.
Surge a clean.
Surge. Now that
Well, it's
looks
gonna
smoky.
rain. It's gonna rain today, right? Don't you think, Michael?
It will, but also the air's still pretty bad, just not as
Yeah.
It's not as bad because we got the air purifiers, Surgiclean Air, right?
Yeah,
Is that what it's
great.
clean? Yeah.
Surgiclean.
Surgiclean Air.
Yeah.
And,
They give you a
because
number on
they
it.
use them in these surgical centers. And during COVID, we got these air purifiers,
Yeah.
right? And they kind of sit there and they do what they do, and you don't really notice much. I'm like, what does this do? Is it doing anything? Who knows?
Yeah.
Right? You spray hairspray and you'll notice it kicks on.
Kicks on, yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's catching it. But last week, they were cranking, and it said the number
It's
usually
like
says,
120, I guess, particles, and so they actually have the number on it, and it was weird.
and it was
That's-
the orange flashing light was
Yes.
going on.
and that one light said, "Hold your breath."
Yeah.
Don't breathe.
Don't breathe.
Better off not breathing.
Hey, we had a great weekend. We went out to see. We had Mason Paris on the show, the wrestler.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
He competed this weekend.
He showed you a thing or two.
Yes, he did. I'm still feeling a little bit mess.
You know.
We have some video of what happened.
Oh yeah. Oh, slow-mo?
Yeah.
Down you went.
Yeah.
Oh, look. You know what's...
Oh. Yeah, I look pretty good in a singlet, I have to say.
Yeah, come on.
Now look at that. I'm thinking, like, am I okay?
That's the look you had on your face the whole weekend.
Yeah.
It's your birthday.
But that was fun. We got.
You look great in the singlet.
Thank you so much.
Someone's getting lucky.
So what takes me to Final X? You know, the big wrestling to make
the world team.
World team.
Oh, nice.
Which, by the way, so what I didn't say to you while we were there, and it really is a testosterone festival, okay? I was like one of 6 women, and the other 5 women
It was a test
had
We're wrestling.
well, they were yes,
Yeah.
there were women that are wrestling, yes. So I'm not counting them. I'm
know
talking about
moms that-
in the arena.
Yeah.
There were moms of people wrestling. Joaquin was not wrestling in Final X. He was there to show support, but I was like the one non-wrestling mom in the venue, and I thought I saw Composto's brother. And
nephew.
no, her brother.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure he was there.
And he was there. She
Yeah.
said he was looking for us. And I said, well, I saw him.
Yeah.
And I almost said, is that Composto's brother? But then I got,
I wish you had said that, yeah.
But so there's so many men there, right? There's a ton of men. And by the way, I will say, I don't know if it's the Consuelos effect on this show, but since you've been here, there have been a ton of men in the audience. So I don't know what that is.
It is the
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bro show. It's a bro show. Guys here.
This used to be women that have come here before. You know, this used to be a safe space for women. There was an entirely female audience, and once in a while, a husband who would sit very silently, afraid to
He
move.
was making up for
It
something.
should be.
Right. He was in trouble. He was being punished. But now, so I go to this event, Final X, and I'm thinking, you know, this is a guy event.
Yeah.
It's going to be all guys. Nobody's going to know us there. We're going to move freely.
Sure.
And literally every man in that crowd turned to Mark and or came over and said, "Are you okay? Are you doing okay?"
They watched the show.
Because they watched the show and they saw Mark get
The wrestling community is a
taken down.
very tight community. It's very,
Yes.
very tight.
Well,
They support us wrestlers.
Now you're a wrestler.
Do you know that when they announced Mason and he was up against another guy, they gave them their credentials as they walked out. You know,
4-time
NCAA, gold
All-American.
medalist. And they said, and for Mason, they said NCAA champion, Hodge trophy winner, and this week he beat Mark Consuelo. Can you believe that?
You won loss already.
I have one,
Yes,
yeah, I have
you have one loss.
I mean, hey, I want to say something. This is a safe place for women, but now this is also a safe place for men.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it's the brand of show. It's the brand of show. Your wife
Safe for men and women?
Yes, thank God there's a safe place for men. Fine.
Your wife wife loves it. The show your wife loves, and you'll like it too. Yeah.
Yes.
This story, I got to get to this story about the 4 kids who survived in the Amazon for 40 days after being in a plane crash. The pilot and the mother unfortunately passed away, but they survived 40 days in the Amazon eating seeds and cassava flour. Do you know?
Yes.
Do you know? I have no idea what that is.
Gelman is shaking his head, yes,
You know,
but I do know what cassava flour is, so I'm going to say yes.
Using a lot of gluten-free stuff.
We have those
Siete
chips.
chips.
The Siete
Yeah, they're
chips have
made of it,
cassava flour, but I don't think they had bags of Siete chips.
No,
I think they were actually eating.
I think they were children of Colombia. They were part of I guess an indigenous group there, so they knew how to survive in the jungle or the rainforest.
But their ages,
Yeah.
13, 9, 4, and 11 months. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. The kid turned a year old while being under the care of his older siblings.
And you know, I don't know if you read this, the most recent report. So I guess the 13-year-old, the eldest was a girl, and she was saying that the mother had survived for 4 days.
Oh, wow.
And I guess she had been instructing them
Of what? Wow.
And so it's like the story is kind of
It's a miracle.
Miraculous.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary. And Jenny Mullen had this, like, I don't know if you read her Instagram post, but Jenny Mullen said these 4 kids survived 40 days in the Amazon, and my kids would not have survived 40 minutes in the Amazon Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah, it's true.
And
It's true.
I was thinking that, I was like, how long would our kids at that ages, like at those ages, how long would they have? We did give them outdoorsmen. Remember, we took them on the survivalist training courses, and so we were discussing this with Joaquin, and he was like, I think we would have done pretty well because you gave us all of the survivalist training.
Right.
But surviving in the mountains in America and surviving in the Amazon rainforest are 2 different animals.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
It's just a miracle.
Yeah, so
it's a
it is
miracle.
a miracle. We're so happy for them.
Yeah.
Hey, in other news, the Heat and the Nuggets, it's game 5. The Heat are down 3-1. Doesn't look good for them.
Never know.
We don't want them to win, or we do? No.
I'm a Heat fan.
Well, take it up with the lady in the front row. She is anti the Heat.
Did you see at that game? I guess it was in Miami.
Yes, I saw all of it.
Conor McGregor was there, and I think he's going to be on the show this week, right? He's going to be in the show. Yeah, he's coming. He had this bit with the mascot where he gives him a little punch.
Oh, I read this. Wait, and the mascot is like injured, right?
Well, I say the mascot's pretty weak. He's got a lot of padding. I don't blame Conor for this. Well, maybe I should. I'm not sure. But let's not do any demonstrations.
we may. Yeah, we're trying to set up
I think that your singlet needs to make a return for Conor. Yes. Because
put him in the mascot costume.
How many times has Mark behind the scenes said to us, I could take Conor with me?
Yeah, many times.
A lot.
Never have I ever said that.
No, I have not heard him say
Never said that.
He's not much.
I'm sure I've heard Mark say that. Deja, you heard Mark say that, right?
I've heard him say it.
Yes.
Oh, geez. Wow. And the Tony Awards were last night.
Yeah.
Yes. A lot of big winners. Jodie Comer from Prima Facie won Best Actress, leading role in a play. I think you went to go see that, right?
Leopoldstadt, yes.
That won Best
Incredible,
Play.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Incredible.
So, a lot of good theater here in the city.
Yeah.
A lot of great theater.
Want to congratulate Naomi Watts and Billy Crudup. They got married.
Oh, nice.
I mean, how about that?
It's so nice.
It's so nice.
They're such a nice
Sometimes
couple.
2 really nice people
Find
get
each
together
other.
and find each other. It's really
And
true.
they did it at City Hall or something like that?
Somewhere in New York. Yeah, it's just great. Very
Yeah,
excited about
congratulations,
that.
guys.
Yeah,
That's wonderful. That's really, really wonderful.
pivoting quickly.
Yep.
I don't know really how to segue, so we're just going to pivot.
Let's pivot.
Anybody here go to the Taylor Swift concert? Okay, you all seem pretty young. Because some Taylor Swift fans are wearing adult diapers so as to not miss a single song. Now listen.
How long is the concert? 3 hours?
Yeah, but
Almost 4 hours. Wow.
yeah, so
Bruce Springsteen.
so 3 hours is not a big deal for you guys, right? It was rough. You had to go. You didn't drink, you dehydrated. Right.
Dehydrated. So they're wearing diapers?
They're wearing diapers because they don't want to. I've done that. You know, for Madonna, I will.
Wear diapers?
I dehydrate. I don't drink. You've gone with me to Madonna. You think I could wear a diaper under the costumes I wear to a
Yeah, no.
Those tight pants.
because I dress like Madonna.
Concerts they're 2 hours, right? If that 2 hours?
Well, it's the build-up also.
It's the waiting.
Yes, it's the build-up.
It's the waiting,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's by the time you get in and out, it's like 4 hours long. The point is, you know, I would say dehydrate. That's the plan. Because one thing I don't want to walk away from a Taylor Swift or Madonna concert is with a diaper rash. That's not chic. That's not the way, you know.
Maybe a blister on the foot.
A blister on the foot I will handle, but a diaper rash, I don't want to get a diaper rash. But I guess that's very ingenious if you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if that's the new concert sponsor.
Depends.
This concert brought to you by Depends.
We have a huge show today. Tom Holland is here.
Yeah.
Excited to meet Tom Holland. And from Saturday Night Live, I saw him backstage.
Mikey Day is here. He's going to lead us in his own version of Is It Cake? So we're going to have to figure out if something is cake.
Yeah, there are all these items they've made. Some are cake, some are not.
And we've got our own version here.
Well, they have some, but we have one here. They did one of those mugs is cake, and the other is not. Yeah. And I looked close up and I couldn't tell. I mean, it's very.
You looked
hard.
close up and you
The
couldn't
one on the
tell.
right is
Can you
cake.
tell?
This one.
Can I?
I can tell. You know why? Because I feel like this one this has more height, and I think that this whipped cream, if you're gonna call it that, it looks like it's melted or sank in there, like so it's sinking into the coffee, and you could tell it's like dissolving. This one looks more stiff, like a cake, and you could actually tell. I think this is a cake. You could I could almost see it if you look close enough. This is my guess. You let me know which one you think is cake and which one is a real coffee cup.
I have a go?
You can guess and
Yeah.
we'll find out later. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh, are we
say
going to do this later?
we can't get close to it. Is there a rule? 6
Yes,
feet?
there's a rule.
6 feet.
6 feet
Okay,
away.
this is about 10 feet. I'm gonna say.
The one on the left we'll call number one.
Oh my gosh, that is wild. I'm gonna go with number. God. Okay, the froth on number 2 looks too perfect to me. It looks amazing. I was gonna go with number 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with number 2.
You're going to go with number 2?
Number 2 is cake.
Okay, I'm going to go with, to be contrarian, I'm going to go with number 1 is cake.
Okay.
Okay?
All
We'll
right.
find out later. Yeah.
We'll find out later.
Find out
Yeah,
later.
we're gonna cut into it.
We're going to cut into it.
All right.
Okay.
It's time for Live's Brighten Your Day trivia.
I don't have a baby. Here, I'll use the tissue box. Like Simba from The Lion King. Looks like Jennifer Lawrence.
There are a lot of full Jackson from Missouri and her partner there.
Hey.
Yep.
Adorable. How many times
So
have you done that?
cute.
Hey, on the phone. We have Heather Richards from Wadsworth, Ohio, who watches us on WEWS. Hello. How's it going, Heather?
Hi. Great. Thank you. Thank you for calling.
All right. Well, thank you for calling. You know how we play this game, right? You've given us two statements. One is true, one is false. We have 60 seconds to decide which one is true. If you stump us, you will win this.
That's not cake. That one is not cake.
All right, here are your two statements. I married my first boyfriend.
Same. Just kidding.
Or I got engaged at my senior prom.
Ooh, these could both be.
Whoa. You got engaged at your senior prom? I have no idea why. But I think she got engaged at her senior prom. I don't think she married her first boyfriend. I think she had another boyfriend. She was a little slut. And she got engaged at senior prom because she found out she was pregnant. I have no idea why. Everything is saying that this should be the right one.
Connected. This seems very connected. Okay, so
What's his name?
Brett.
Okay. And
are you still married?
Yeah.
good.
And
How long have you been married?
34 years.
Whoa, it's stuck. Okay.
did you take your first boyfriend to your senior prom?
Yes.
Okay, so when did what grade did you start dating?
8th grade.
8th grade. Oh my gosh.
You didn't know people like that existed,
No.
did you, Mark?
Such a great story.
At what point during the prom did you get engaged?
It was actually at the beginning of the dinner.
The beginning of the dinner. Yes, that's the right time.
Oh man. I don't know.
I have so
That's
many
a
questions,
lie.
but none of them I can actually say on the air.
I'm going to change it. I'm going to say this is a lie.
Okay, I'm gonna flip a coin here.
Okay, you
All right, my first impression was that she got engaged at senior prom. I think I'm going to... who proposes to their girlfriend in the middle of prom dinner? I could understand at the end. No, I'm going to change it and say that she married her first boyfriend. I'm going to say it's true that you married your first boyfriend. I'm switching.
I can actually say on the air.
Okay, I'm gonna flip a coin here.
Okay, you flip it.
I think you married your first boyfriend.
No.
My first impression, guess again.
Heather, now I really have questions. I have so many questions. Congratulations, you get a mug. Now Deja's going to spin the wheel to see what else you're playing with. Oh, you're playing for a trip for two to the Pineapple Beach Club in Antigua. 7 days, 6 nights in a beachfront room. It's all inclusive. It's a prize valued at $8,000. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Good luck,
All right,
Heather.
Heather, here we go. On Friday's show, we talked with Daniel Wu. What did Daniel say he studied in college?
Architecture.
Architecture.
Nice. Double winner.
Congratulations. You and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at Pineapple Beach Club, Antigua's most laid-back, all-inclusive resort. Pineapple Beach Club is a tropical hideaway fronted by a quarter-mile arc of powdery white sand beach and turquoise blue water. Guests enjoy an authentic Caribbean vibe with stunning service, unlimited non-motorized water sports, and romantic seaside dining at its finest. Your prize is valued at approximately $8,100.
Congratulations, Heather. Do me a favor, will you?
Yes.
Take that mug that you won from Mark and make sure you like put a pina colada in there and take a picture and send it to us.
Oh, certainly.
Thank you very much. Heather.
Thank you so much.
Coming up next, Tom Holland's here. Stick around.
Still on Live. From Saturday Night Live, Mikey Day will lead Kelly and Mark in a game of Kiss a Cake. We'll open up the inbox to hear your comments and questions. And coming up next, Tom Holland. We'll open up the inbox to hear your comments and questions. And coming up next, Tom Holland. Tom Holland. My A1C was
Alexander.
And a performance by music group Walk Off the Earth. Walk Off the Earth. Oh my gosh. All right, he's one of the most
Calm down.
Line of Whirlpool appliances, shop it out. Pleasing people since 1936.
Welcome back on tomorrow's show. Gabrielle Union will be here.
We also have Jason Alexander.
And a performance by music group Walk Off the Earth. Walk Off the Earth. Oh my gosh. All right, he's one of the most calm down. See him already getting very excited. He's one of the most popular actors of his generation, and his new psychological thriller series is getting amazing reviews. Please welcome back to the show, Tom Holland. Everybody called in their friends and family passes here at work today.
Amazing.
A lot of friends and family came in today, not to see us, because we're here all the time, to see you.
Well, thanks for coming in. Hi, everyone.
Tom Holland is living your dream.
I know.
You know what he did this past weekend?
I know. He went to the Monaco Grand Prix.
I did.
How was it?
Honestly, one of the best weekends of my life. I went with my two brothers, Sam and Paddy, my two best friends, Twain and Harrison, and the race was exciting. We had rain, so there were 3 pits. You know, Lewis did really well, who's, you know, a good friend of mine. I love him. I admire him. I think he's amazing. So it was an amazing weekend. And to, like, show my brothers kind of that side of, you know, a life of luxury was really fun.
That's great. And you got to, did you do the start-finish flag at the end, or?
They asked me. We were sort of at lap 50. I had done all of my commitments to be there.
Yeah.
And then they kind of came backstage and they said, like, would you want to do the flag? And I was a bit like, well, yeah, sure, I guess. I went to the thing. They said, don't do what Tim Cook did. I don't know if you've seen.
No, what did he do?
He did the wrong lap?
No, he just sort of did this, like, really
you can't
sad. Like, it's a really big occasion, you know?
Yeah.
So they gave me the flag. I'm a short guy. The flag's, like, as tall as I am. I'm standing backstage like, wow, this is really heavy. So they say, right, they tell you when to do it. You start doing it. And I was, like, going really good.
Thing you
I was
do,
like,
right,
this is good. And then I'm like, how long have I got to do this for, man?
Did you get to go out on the track at all on any cars?
We took a car out. We didn't take we took a sports car out.
Okay.
It was a GT3 RS, which is a car my mum would never let me have.
Yeah.
I don't even know what kind of a car that is. Is that like a Ford? Is that a?
It's a Porsche.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's so funny. My brother Paddy, like
I like how you said that. It's a Porsche.
It's a Porsche. I've learned over the years on my travels, like what to keep from my mum and what to tell my mum. Like there are some things you should tell her after the fact, and there are some things you should tell her, like, I'm doing this great show this morning. I'm really excited about it.
Yes, right.
But my brother Paddy calls my mum and he's like, Mum, Tom's booked me to race this car around the Monaco Grand Prix and we're going to do 200 mile an hour. Hangs up the phone. Immediately my phone starts ringing. My mum's like, how dare you? I'm like, no, Mum, it'll be fine. Don't worry.
How was it? How did it feel?
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
Really?
Terrifying. I would never let my brother do that again. I don't know how those drivers do it for 2 hours. They are remarkable.
Pilots. They're literally pilots.
They're rocket ship pilots. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And do you get nauseous? Were you motion sick?
I've always considered myself to be pretty fit and strong.
Yeah.
And my head was like bouncing off the side of the car, and it's a really intense experience.
Words come out of your mouth that you wouldn't use normally, right? When
you guys actually, I have a video of it. Your producers asked for the video, and it's not appropriate for morning.
That's saying a lot for this group. Yeah, we've aired some risky stuff here. So you recently celebrated your 27th birthday?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, thank you.
Did you do anything special?
Well, we were lucky actually. The night of my birthday was the night of the premiere for The Crowded Room.
Oh.
So it felt like a bit of a double celebration.
Yeah.
I'm not really one to celebrate my birthday. Like, a round of golf with my friends is kind of as far as I'll go. So it was nice to have a party. It feels weird to sort of say that I'm in my late 20s.
It gets weirder.
Like
it gets weirder.
If you think that's weird, just you wait.
Just you wait.
Yeah. Everyone says that like your 30s are when you have it all figured out. And, you know.
Who says that?
Right.
40-year-olds. Yeah.
We saw a photo of you that you posted like in your birthday suit.
Yeah.
What were you doing there?
I was actually going kite surfing.
Oh.
Which I was very excited about, but equally terrified. I had a really great experience with this guy I'd met on the beach, this like big American dude. And I was a little nervous, I think he could tell. And I think he tried to add to my nerves by basically explaining how dangerous it was.
Oh, it is
He said, like, he's like, dude, I reckon like 11 hours with a good coach, like maybe you'll get up there. And within an hour, I was like ripping past him, waving from the ocean.
There you
like,
go.
I'm fine. So I had a good time.
I love your American surfer dude accent. It's amazing.
Hey, we have to take a little break. More with Tom Holland. Stick around.
And more with Tom Holland when we return.
If you're taking an antidepressant,
And ripping past him, waving from the ocean.
There you
like,
go.
I'm fine. So I had a good time.
I love your American surfer.
Dude. And I was a little nervous, I think he could tell. And I think he tried to add to my nerves by basically explaining how dangerous it was.
Oh, it is.
He said, like, he's like, dude, I reckon like 11 hours with a good coach, like maybe you'll get up there. And within an hour, I was like ripping past him, waving from the ocean.
There
like,
you go.
I'm fine. So I had a good time.
I love your American surfer dude accent. It's amazing.
Hey, we have to take a little break. More with Tom Holland.
Spent a lot into my...
Here in Chicago and all across Illinois, JJLegal.com is ready to fight for you. Car accident? Get JJLegal.com. 312-200-2000.
Join the ABC 7 Gibbons Run for Leukemia Research June 24th.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks. More specialists means more expertise. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Call now.
Welcome back. You must be very proud of your brothers film premiered at the Tribeca Film Festival.
Yes.
Were you there for it? Did you get to see it?
Of course I was. I was there. It's interesting. I've had this thing my entire life where I don't get nervous for things. I have this mantra where I say, like, you should turn your nerves into excitement. And, you know, for things like today, I just get really excited. I was absolutely petrified for his premiere because it's for him, you know. I wanted people to like it. I wanted people to appreciate his work.
Right.
And he did so well. And he got up, he spoke afterwards. He was collected and I'm really, really proud of him.
Were you beaming?
I was like a proud mom. I was like sitting in the back filming him with the flash on, like, let's go, Harry.
It's so great. And has he been a filmmaker all of his life? Was this something he became passionate about after you got into the business, or was he always wanting to do this?
I think because I got into the business so young, we all grew up around it. On my first film, my three brothers, they all came to set for the entirety of the film.
Yeah.
So I think that for him just was a kind of a view into a world that he never knew existed. So he made films throughout his entire time at school. He made this great film called Going to School, which he shot on his laptop, and I'm like the stunt man in it. It's like him going to school, then all of a sudden he just does a bunch of backflips, and it's me in his tiny school uniform. So I'm just so proud that he's finally got to a stage where he feels confident as a director, comfortable. He's so talented, and honestly, like, it's been the highlight of my trip, seeing him stand up on stage and talk about his film.
The rumor mill has said that you've taken a year off of act. Can you explain?
I mean, thank you for taking the year off after you did this show. That would have been terrible.
Obviously, the Granda Room came out. We didn't have very favorable reviews. So the press story was that I have taken this year off because of the reviews. But I'm 8 months into my year off. I've been chilling at home in London.
You've been going to Grand Prix.
I've going to Grand Prix, playing golf. But what I will like to say is I would like to say a massive thank you to my fans and the people that have seen the show, because we're at a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. I feel so grateful that I have a wonderful community of people that support me and are there for me. So I'm honoured and really excited for the rest of the show.
Tom, I've taken a year off, but it wasn't because I wanted to.
Right.
It's called an audition.
So when you took your 8 months off that you've had off so far, did you continue to do, last time you were here, we were talking about your woodworking. You were doing some woodworking. Have you constructed anything?
I've been building all sorts of things in the house. I've just finished this like tool cupboard, which admittedly took me like 2 weeks too long. A professional would have had it done in an afternoon. But I have all the tools now I need.
Do you have a saw? Like
I have a saw. I have all the drills.
Yeah.
I'll only ever use one of them, but I've got 5 of them just in case.
Love it.
I've got this. I bought this like really cool little sauna thing that's coming, and a guy quoted me to build it. And I was like, that's ridiculous. It's nearly twice as much as the sauna. I'll just build it myself.
You're gonna put it together yourself.
So I'm going to try and build it myself. It probably will never work. It'll just be a wooden box.
Tom, can we come and film that?
No.
I think it's a good idea. Think about it. I want you to think about it. And wait. Here's why I want you to think about it. Mm-hmm. You're probably going to screw it up on your own.
Right.
But if the pressure of like an audience watching you,
I thrive under pressure.
You'll turn those nerves into excitement.
I'm just thinking.
Ripped blue jeans, no shirt in the summer, drill hanging off.
We need to take a break, but when we return, Tom's going to tell us about his most challenging acting role yet.
Tomorrow on Live, a performance by Walk on the Earth and also Gabrielle Union.
If you have to call an 800 number to talk to your attorney, you probably called the wrong attorney. Lerner Rose, your local law firm with local offices, and we're committed to giving you the best service possible.
Lerner Rose are the lawyers for you. Call 222-2222.
The history of your home is in your air docs. Every soccer match, every game of fence.
And turns, can you?
Yes.
closing client. If that's the result you need.
Call 222-2222.
Don't keep looking at it, Jesus.
Sorry.
It's cool. Danny, you don't have to do this. You know that, right?
We're doing it.
That was a scene from the crowded room. You're almost unrecognizable.
I know. How about the hair?
I mean, it takes a lot of twists and turns. Can you tell everybody a little bit about it, your character specifically?
The show is surrounded by this incredibly complicated criminal case. My character, Danny, is at the center of it after committing a shooting. And it's sort of about the twists and turns of navigating the justice system in the 70s. It's set in New York. My character kind of realizes that there are things about his past that he hasn't quite accepted yet. It's a wonderful insight into the powers of the human mind and what we can do in order to survive. It was a huge learning curve for me, and I am so proud of the show and so proud of the message that it carries, that I think it's going to serve as a really wonderful education to people about mental health.
Yeah, your character suffers some mental illness or trauma, and you dive into that. Why is that important to talk about, you think?
I just think it's important to talk about because it's a big topic right now. It's something that a lot of young people are struggling with, especially with the pressures of social media and living up to unrealistic standards. And I think that a show that celebrates the idea of asking for help, making that first step, is something that we would like people to feel empowered by doing. And I think this show represents that in a really good way. So for me, it felt very important. It felt like the right time to tell this sort of story. Akiva Goldsman, our showrunner, both his parents are psychologists. He has a background in psychology. So the show came from a place of authenticity. We wanted to be sensitive to the subject matter. And I really feel like we achieved our goal. There's still 7 episodes to go. Only 3 have come out, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm feeling good and confident and delighted that I get to share the message.
I do like that, though. It prevents us from binging like pigs. I like when it drops slowly, because sometimes when everything is dropped, it gets consumed immediately.
Totally.
You know, and I like waiting for it. Does that make sense?
No, I totally agree with you. And I think with a show like The Crowded Room, it's a mystery. And there are pieces to the puzzle that we're going to give you slowly. And you want that week in between to discuss with people, to try and figure out where the twists are, what's coming next. And I think that, you know, for me, it's my favorite genre. So to be in my own one is really rewarding.
Right. You don't want it because it sucks. Because then some people, because you could think, well, if you don't want to watch the whole series in 1 day or 2 days, you don't have to. Like, the whole season will drop. Why don't you just watch 1 episode a day for the next 10 days? Or if you want to watch it over the course of 10 weeks, you could watch 1 episode, you know, a week. You know what I mean? But then when other people have access to it, you run the risk of people spoiling it. So you might say, oh, I'll just watch 2 episodes like every Saturday and I'll be done with it in 5 weeks. But then someone else, you know, watches it all in 1 day, and then all of a sudden you see things on the internet, you hear people, and they spoil it for you. So now, even though you don't want to watch it all at once, and you have the power to do that, you force yourself to, because you don't want anyone to ruin it for you. You know what I mean? And then if you want to talk to it with your friends, or say someone else is watching the show, like, oh, did you see what happened? Some person will be like, oh, I'm not there yet. You know, you're on episode 5. I'm only on episode 3. Or I don't like the fact that everyone's on a different page. It's almost like you're all reading a book, but someone's like jumping ahead and is in like chapter 7, when the rest of the book club is at chapter 4, and someone's jumping ahead. And how can you discuss a book at a book club when you have like 20 people in the club and they're all on different pages? You get together and you talk about someone will be like, oh, wait a minute, don't talk about what happened in chapter 7 because I'm not there yet. So then you're not even encouraged to talk about it, because you don't want to talk about it and either you're worried that you're going to spoil it for someone else, or you're worried that someone else that you want to talk to about the show is going to have it in their, they've already passed that part.
And the
So I
twists are.
kind of like how everyone, like, we're forcing everyone to be on the same page. We want people to talk about it.
Mystery, and there are pieces to the puzzle that we're going to give you slowly, and you want that week in between to discuss with people to try and figure out
It's like the Sixth
where
Sense.
the twists are, what's coming next. And I think that, for me, it's my favorite genre, so to be
You
in
find
my
out
own
he's
one
dead at the end.
is really rewarding.
Well, we love having you here. Thank you so much.
The Crowded Room, exclusively on Apple TV Plus. Coming up next, Mikey Day.
Thanks, Tom.
Yes.
Enter Right in Your Day web trivia, and you can have a chance to win a $500 Bias package from Cuisinart. Just go to our website to enter today.
Easy with 24/7 claim service.
Just for fun, let's see if this is cake.
Really? I'm very excited.
Very exciting.
Mikey.
This job is literally a piece of cake. Please welcome Mikey Day.
Oh my God. It's happening. Oh my God. I love you guys so
We
much.
love you.
I love you.
Please. Have
They
a
are
seat.
so beautiful, these people. Have you seen your guys' Instagram is insane.
It's so funny. I heard you've been watching our show forever, and I was like, that's something people say just to be nice.
Oh, I 100% have.
Oh,
So
we
much.
love you.
I love
Please.
you.
Have
They
a
are
seat.
so beautiful, these people.
Stop.
Have you seen your guys' Instagram is insane.
It's so funny. I heard you've been watching our show forever, and I was like, that's something people say just to be nice.
Oh, I 100% have. I watched it. I think I was 8 years old. I stayed home from school.
You were sick?
I was sick.
We get everybody when they're
Yep.
sick.
And it was Regis and Kathy Lee.
Uh-huh.
And they play that weird trivia game where you guys put a pin in. I'm talking to Gelman. I cannot believe I'm talking to Gelman.
Oh, wow, my God. Gelman, do you want us to pull up a third chair for Gelman?
Yeah, so Gelman, tell me. Anyway, and then I followed the show, and then when you joined, there was a whole big thing of like who's gonna replace Kathy Lee.
Yes.
And I was so into it. I was 20 years old. I was like at frat parties, like, who's gonna replace Kathy Lee? I like Kelly. I think she challenges Regis, if that makes sense. Fully had a crush on Kelly. Fully had a crush.
Did you have any friends at college?
No. I was the guy who liked live with Regis and Kathy Lee.
I was personally rooting for Roseanne Barr. That's what I thought. The Regis and Roseanne show. I was hoping. Can you even name any of the other guest hosts who like auditioned to replace Kathy Lee? Because didn't they do like a whole thing where it was like for 3 months or 6 months? They had different guest hosts. They were all kind of, like I say, auditioning.
I like Kelly. I think she challenges Regis, if that makes sense. Fully had a crush on Kelly. Fully had a crush.
Did you have any friends at college?
No. I was the guy who liked live with Regis and Kathy Lee.
SNL skits about the show are fantastic. Did you ever write one of those?
Yeah.
In fact, we had at college, there was a live with Regis and Kathy Lee club at school, and I was the founder. And I was the founder and the only member. I founded the Live with Regis and Kelly Club, and then after that, it was the Live with Regis and Kelly Club, and I was again the only member of it. So I would just like go to the library and basically like just bring pictures of you guys and talk to myself.
Kathy Lee.
Yes.
And I was so into it. I was 20 years old. I was like at frat parties, like, who's going to replace Kathy Lee? I like Kelly. I think she challenges Regis, if that makes sense. Fully had a crush on Kelly. Fully had a crush.
Did you have any friends at college?
No. I was the guy who liked Live with Regis and Kathy Lee.
SNL skits about the show are fantastic. Did you ever write one of those?
Yes. We tried. This was back in the Kelly and Ryan era. It was me and Heidi Gardner.
Okay.
Heidi played you. I played Ryan. And this is inspired casting. Gelman was played by that week's host, Adam Driver. Is that not good casting?
That is incredible because Gelman is the Adam Driver of our show.
Yes.
Like the first time I saw him on Girls, I was like, there's this guy that I swear is you.
Yes, in the biopic, Adam Driver. But it went to table read. It never went. But before,
why does Lauren hate us?
Lauren loves you guys. But it's hard to make fun of beautiful, smart, intelligent people. But before you check in with the host before read through. And so I went up to Adam Driver and I was like, okay, you're playing Gelman. Do you know who Gelman is? And he was like, of course I know Gelman. But we just had Kelly talking about what a good lover Mark is. That was our joke. You were like, Mark and I went to Turks and Caicos, and it was like, how was it? I don't know. We didn't leave the hotel room. Mark had me in there the whole time. He's insatiable. It was, I don't know.
So you really do watch this show.
I know. Yeah. You guys are very open about it, and I love it.
We have a Mikey as well. Our son, we call him Mikey. Has that your whole life people call you Mikey? Has it?
Yeah, weirdly in college is when people started calling me Mikey. Yeah, because it's such a kind of a young name.
Are there other Michaels in your family?
No, I'm the only Michael. And my mom, I don't know if she's sold on Mikey because she's like, I named you Michael, not Mikey. But she's coming around on it.
It's so funny because when there's multiple Michaels in a family, there's like a Michael, there's a Mike, and then the next version is Mikey.
Is Mikey.
Mikey.
How long are you going to call your son Mikey, you think?
Probably until we, leave.
Leave the earth or just leave?
Just leave the earth.
Well, we're leaving, son. Goodbye. Do your kids think you're cool?
No.
No. If you were my parents, I'd be like, look at my parents' Instagram. My mom is bending over in a bathing suit. My dad is shredded going, have you seen that picture? It's incredible.
That's when they block us.
We have to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to play Is It Cake?
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Tomorrow on Live, Jason Alexander.
What's this?
That's for Pepper.
You keep dog food in your fridge?
It's not dog food. It's fresh pet. Real meat, real veggies.
It's dog food.
So grab some popcorn and treat your family to the TV event of the summer. Disney and Pixar's Elemental, rated PG.
Okay, we're back. We're ready to play Is It Cake?
Lucky day.
Is it cake?
All right.
So what do we have to do here? We have to guess one of these things is cake?
Yeah, we're going to do an abridged version. Okay, we have 5 breakfast items. One is cake.
Okay.
I like that Tom Holland talked about his prestige drama, and I'm out here going, one of these things is cake. All right, one is cake. Okay. You guys have 20 seconds to choose which one you think it is. Okay.
So you go first, gentlemen.
All right. I think number 1 is cake.
Okay.
The burrito, breakfast burrito.
I'm number two. I'm going to say number 4 is cake.
Okay.
I'm number 3, and I'm going to say number 4 is cake because that spoon.
You have to pick something else.
Oh, well, that's not fair.
Well, that's why we
Yeah, you each choose a different one.
Well, number 4 is cake because that spoon doesn't look right.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think
All right,
one.
So I'll pick number,
I think the burrito.
Since the others are taken, I will pick number 3.
Okay.
Okay, I will pick number 2 because I'm a coffee drinker and I can tell.
Put in the comment section
Okay.
which one. I think it's 1. I agree with Gelman.
It's too
Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, we'll start with this one. We'll start with this one.
Did Gelman
Right?
make his choice?
It's not cake.
Gelman chose the burrito.
It's not cake.
Got it. Not cake. Who chose the burrito? Gelman?
Burrito.
Nope, the burrito's not cake either.
Let's see. No.
You're right because that spoon is dull.
Okay.
Now, Kelly and Mark both think it's this, right?
Well, I had to pick the bagel.
Okay, let's see. I had to pick the bagel. No.
Gelman.
Not cake. Okay, let's
Gelman.
see. Now, Kelly and Mark think it's this one.
Yeah.
That's cake.
What?
Yeah! It's a girl. Is it Cake 2? Premieres on Netflix June 30th. Make sure you check out Mikey.
Looking for a smarter way?
I said it was the bowl also. Did you guys win? Which one did you choose? Thanks for playing along, everyone. Put it in the comment section. Oh, yeah, the coffee cup. I said the one on the right.
No contract plans from Straight Talk for as low as $35 a month, all on the 5G network. Straight Talk, available at Walmart.
Are you taking a statin drug to reduce cholesterol? Statins can deplete your CoQ10 levels, but Cunol CoQ10 can help restore this vital nutrient. Cunol, the better CoQ10.
Okay, let's find out. Let's find out which is...
No!
Before and bath fitter. Before and bath fitter. If you have a before bath, now's the time to call Bath Fitter.
No. Stop. Well, that was it for episode 41.
4 college students found dead.
Then, when there was no arrest for several weeks, some web sleuths decided to take the investigation into their own hands.
TikTok is running rampant with every...
I guess something's going on with the Moscow murders on Hulu.
3D Friday.
Right, one of those?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Hey, do you guys like belching? Put it in the comment section.
Topics on everyone.
At Mar-a-Lago, boxed in a ballroom, in a storage room, even a bathroom next to a toilet.
This vicious persecution is a travesty of justice.
The table is set to dig into the hottest topics on everyone's mind. Plus, Eva Longoria and an all-new View Your Deal. Here come Hot Topics with Whoopi, Sarah Haynes, Anna Navarro, Joy Behar.
4-1 Knights, they are rolling. Again, we're still second period here. About 3 to go in the period. Brett Howden is going to feed Stone. At this point, he knows what to do with it. All
right.
the bounces going Vegas' way.
Spoiler alert, Las Vegas won the Stanley Cup. Beat 4-1. They beat the Florida Panthers, and they won the last game 9-3. I just needed some meat. So anyway, thanks again for tuning in. That's episode 41 of the Podcast for Live. Mikey Day, someone else. The cake thing's fun. But like, it's only fun for one segment, right? You guessed, you found out what the cake is, and that's it. I don't need a whole half-hour episode of just doing that over and over. Same thing. Check out all the past episodes, the future episodes. Subscribe. You can get notifications. Be careful of the bones. All right, you guys, that's it. I got to go. Shout out to the Consueloses. And thanks for watching. I'm going to shave my armpit right here.